Alpine, the team with the arguably worst development over the winter break, continued in Imola with its problems and difficulties, leading to very aggressive reactions from Pierre Gasly regarding driver preferences. This ongoing struggle has left Alpine significantly off the pace expected from them. Now, this situation combined with the fact that both drivers are out of contract at the end of 2024 raises the possibility that Alpine might consider bringing in a driver who is highly motivated to revitalize his career, especially after what many consider unfair treatment in 2022. Could this scenario open the door for the return of a promising young German driver to Formula One? More critically, could he be the motivational catalyst the Enstone-based squad currently lacks? The year-over-year decline of Alpine in Formula One is stark and ongoing, with Imola showcasing yet another low point in their disappointing trajectory. Compounding their troubles were the departures of key team members at the start of the year. First, there was the exit of technical director Matt Harmon and head of aerodynamics Dirk de Beer. Then, the situation worsened in 2023 with the departure of Pat Fry, the chief technical officer, following the dismissal of Laurent Rossi and the long-standing sporting director Alain Permain. While there was hope that the tumultuous events of 2023 might set the stage for a fresh start in 2024, the reality has proven quite the opposite. The recent race dramatically highlighted that internal tensions between teammates remain unresolved. After Esteban Ocon's minor triumph in Miami, where a single point was celebrated as a major victory, Alpine found themselves back at square one in terms of car performance. This is despite achieving the necessary weight limit with their car, a goal that had eluded them for months. Nevertheless, the friction between Ocon and Gasly has resurfaced, especially after Gasly expressed frustration with his race engineer over perceived preferential treatment towards Ocon. The tension between the two is palpable, given their less-than-friendly history, and it only takes a small incident to reignite their old rivalry. This rivalry could very easily lead one of them to seek opportunities elsewhere, especially given Alpine's current lackluster performance. An illustrative incident occurred during FP3, where Gasly lost an opportunity for a fast lap, while Ocon was able to take advantage by being sent out earlier. The incident prompted Gasly to voice his frustrations over the radio, blaming poor management for his missed chance and indirectly implicating Ocon. That's it, guys. Very badly managed. I don't understand why we are always the same in this situation. Gasly lamented, though his engineer tried to mitigate the situation by explaining the difficulties everyone faced with track traffic. Gasly persisted. Yeah, everyone except Esteban. It's always the same. I thought I had the priority this weekend. I don't get it. These comments highlight the strain within the team, with Gasly explicitly calling out what he perceived as preferential treatment towards Ocon. This is especially significant because Alpine had been hopeful that the pairing of Gasly and Ocon would yield positive results. However, the team's poor position after early 2024 testing suggests otherwise. The exodus of crucial team members has initiated a rebuilding phase, raising questions about whether changes in the driver lineup might be imminent. Bruno Famin, Alpine's team principal, has hinted at considering Mick Schumacher for a seat in 2025. Schumacher, Alpine's current WEC driver, is being closely monitored as a potential candidate. Discussing this potential transfer, Famin said, "He is one of the possibilities, that is for sure, like many others, but Mick is currently doing an incredible job in our endurance program. What is very impressive is his mindset. Of course, he is very fast. But I think everybody knows that. It's not always useful to have a very good lap time because you have to balance the performance on top. You have to be a bit careful with the performance. Mick, from the very first minute, has been very, very cooperative and really helpful for his teammates." The suggestion of Schumacher joining Alpine adds a new dimension to the discussion about the team's future driver lineup. Numerous factors favor Schumacher's candidacy, particularly given his tumultuous exit from Haas, which many view as mismanagement rather than a reflection of his abilities. This belief is supported by arguments that, had Schumacher been given a fair chance in 2023, he could potentially have steered Haas back to midfield competitiveness. Currently, Alpine finds itself in a similar predicament to what Haas experienced in 2022, barely vying for points, a significant fall from their competitive standing just a few years prior. This downturn is evident in the comments and demeanors of their drivers. Comparing Esteban Ocon's earlier optimistic declarations about winning races and achieving regular podium finishes with Alpine to his recent links to Audi and potentially Mercedes reflects a drastic shift in his outlook. Ocon, discussing his future contract beyond 2025, noted, "It's an important year in my career, and I want to do the best I can. I don't want any regrets at the end of the year, and there is going to be a lot of work on and outside the track. There are going to be chats with the team because I am in the last year of my contract, and they are now a lot more in my favor than when we negotiated back in 2019. I am a race winner and a podium finisher. We have a lot of arguments in my favor." However, considering Alpine's dire straits, it might be more practical for them to cut their losses and explore alternatives that better suit their current needs. Neither Ocon nor Gasly appears particularly enthusiastic about remaining with the team. Gasly, in particular, left AlphaTauri with hopes of competing for race wins and podiums, only to find himself struggling to make it out of Q1 consistently, and yet to score a point after 7 races in 2024. This frustrating situation is particularly galling for Gasly, who managed to secure a race win with AlphaTauri in 2020 and was renowned for his strong qualifying performances in an otherwise underperforming car. Given this context, bringing in Mick Schumacher might indeed be a viable option for Alpine. At just 24 years old, Schumacher has valuable experience with Alpine through their WEC program and a clear drive to re-establish himself in F1. The current struggles faced by Alpine could actually benefit Schumacher by reducing the immediate pressure to perform, allowing him time to acclimate to the car. Additionally, Alpine's recent engineer losses, while unfortunate, also present an opportunity to bring in fresh talent, potentially revitalizing the team's technical capabilities. Apart from Schumacher, the team is also likely to focus on Jack Doohan, an academy driver who competed in F2 last year. Rumors suggest that the team might be looking to rebuild their lineup with drivers who are better suited to the current challenges faced by Alpine. Considering all these factors, Schumacher could indeed be a strong candidate for one of the Alpine seats from 2025 onwards. His youth, experience, and motivation could make him an ideal fit for a team eager to bounce back from its current predicament. What are your thoughts? Could Mick Schumacher be the driving force Alpine needs to turn their fortunes around? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments below.